Hey, this is the Austin Ben Show,
And welcome to it.
and today, we're gonna be talking about weird parents and their kids. Kids are so spoiled these days, and it's kind of like getting to us a little bit.
You know, it's just like I'll go on vacation or something, and I'll notice these parents, like by a pool, not paying any attention to their kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but if I did, I wouldn't do this.
Yeah, I lifeguard at beaches, and a lot of the parents they think we're just babysitters and stuff like that. It's really stupid actually, because we had to watch an entire beach. These parents just go up, set up, lay down, go to sleep, and their kids are in the water, and it's your kids could drown, and it's just stupid. Parents stop being so lazy all the time.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And I work at a restaurant, and I'll see people come in. It's usually in bigger parties, and they'll come in and they'll have half parents, half kids in the party, and the kids will be sitting there on tablets and phones, just watching movies, TV, playing games, not paying any attention to each other.
Are you serious?
And their parents don't look at them and almost don't even acknowledge them. It's almost like it's like the parents' excuse to if you give them a phone or a tablet and say here, watch this movie, then it's okay, now we don't have to deal with you, and I can just talk to my friends while we're at this, dinner or whatever.
That's horrible.
I know, it's
whenever I go to a restaurant with my
happens
family,
way too common. Way too common.
commonly.
Commonly.
Yeah, well, another thing that makes me think of is all the kids getting prescribed ADHD medication, and it's parents just don't want to deal with their kids just being really active and stuff like that. So they're just let's just give them this, and they'll be calm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
That kind of pisses me off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is a point where the kid needs it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a friend actually that we know who definitely needs it.
Definitely has ADHD.
And but there are also plenty of other people out there that could control themselves, maybe take a little initiative from their parents to control themselves,
or just the parents just need to let their kid be active. You
right?
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and I don't think they just kind of take the alternate route of just getting medication. And that's,
so many of us, when I was a little kid, I was running around, my mom said I could never sit down. She probably could have gotten it prescribed to me, but I just grew up normally, and she put up with it, and I'm fine today.
yeah. So I mean, I think over medication is definitely a huge deal, because it doesn't really seem to be that big of a deal to people that this is happening.
Yeah.
It's almost like for something to happen in our society, it has to be something dramatic that's going to be ingrained in people's brains for a while for something to actually
do something about it.
Yeah, for somebody to do something about it.
And some horrifying study or something like that.
Yeah. So
that's what changes us as human beings.
And this medication doesn't really have that much of a negative impact,
Well,
so,
just the appetite thing, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a drug, It's not like cocaine or something, because people know that's bad, and it's very addictive, and that's bad. So people don't want it, and they get rid of it on the street. I mean, it's illegal and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But with this medication, it doesn't really have that much negative impact. So people are okay, here, prescribe.
Yeah. Doctors prescribe it way too leniently, but also going along with the docile thing. I feel kids today, the parents are just oh yeah, here you go, have a brand new iPhone, and they're 5 years old, and they're getting this brand new $600 smartphone. It's what are you gonna do with that, And then it's just the kids are oh, I just want to fit in, and then the parents just don't want to take a stand and be no, go do something else instead of being on your phone all day. Because while I'm lifeguarding, stuff like that, I see kids on the beach just on their phone, and the beach is there, you're supposed to enjoy it, but I don't know.
Yeah, granted, also though, some people go to the beach and they'll read, and they might be reading on their phone.
A 5-year-old reading on their phone at the beach.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, and it's hard.
I don't read. If I was on a phone, I would not be reading.
And kids getting phones that early in their life, like it's just like kind of like setting them up for like the rest of their life to just be like on their phone all day. And like I was like at Toys R Us the other day, shopping for myself, of course, and like they're like toys for babies, like it's like meant for like 2 and 3 year olds, like or like one, like whatever, and it's like a fake iPad, and it's like they can like I guess like it's not that bad, but it's just like really weird though. Like
Yeah, definitely promoting.
like just like giving your baby like a big tablet like that early, like 1 year old.
Yeah, and I feel like people know that this is a problem,
Yeah,
but they don't seem to care too much
yeah.
and
Well, it's like
do
because
anything
parents
about it.
are like they don't want to put the effort in,
Yeah. I
and
think
like
I think that's a main problem with today's society
yeah,
is everybody wants things, but they don't want to put the effort in to get it.
just like the good old days when we put effort in the gates to it.
Yeah.
Work smart, not hard. Yeah, it kind
Yeah,
of
I
goes
mean,
against what we were saying, but whatever.
yeah.
Work hard.
My fifth grade teacher told me work smarter than harder, or something along the line. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
And like, it definitely works sometimes. I mean, you can
yeah.
do that at some points, but it's not
Well, no,
work
sometimes
easier than
yeah.
harder.
Well, no, sometimes you have to put in
That's
like
different.
actual effort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
definitely a
But like if
difference.
you can do it smarter, like you know, like if you're gonna like be mowing your lawn, like don't like do it like really inefficiently. Like do it
Right,
smart. Like you still have to put effort in, but like if you can like channel that effort better,
right.
like I kind of like feel like that's like where the expression comes from.
Yeah, definitely. But people tend to think that smarter is easier, and it's not the
Always.
case.
Yeah.
So
Well, sometimes.
sometimes, yeah,
Yeah, like engines, like instead of like walking all that way, it's smarter to like use a car, and
yeah,
it's easier.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, yeah,
Very true.
yeah. Yeah. And I don't know how we got on that, but like anyway, like back to kids. Like so, like I was flipping through the channels the other day, and I saw this kids show, and like back in the good old days, like it was animated and like shit like that, and like now it's just like computer generated, and it looks really stupid, and it's
Yeah,
like kids are gonna be like,
definitely.
what?
And
You know,
I know.
I don't think.
Around Christmas time, have always loved my entire life. I always loved the animated Christmas shows. They're just cool to watch. But the past like a couple years ago, I was waiting for them to come around. Christmas time comes, the commercials set in at Halloween, and that's nice.
Earlier than that.
It's awful. Anyway, but they do that, and I'll see that Rudolph is on or whatever, and it has the same title. So I'll click on it on the guide.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I'll start watching the show, and it'll be computer animated. And I don't know what it is about that, but it's just so much
Worse,
worse.
yeah, it just looks dumb and
It
fake.
looks so much better. Back when they had the puppets
Yeah,
and it was stop motion. And yeah, it was a little herky jerky here and there, but that's what came with it.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
the part of it, that made
It's
it
like
good.
better. Yeah,
But now that it's all computer animated, so it's like too smooth.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like it.
Like the only show that's kind of kept like the animation is like SpongeBob, but like it like looks different.
Yeah,
Like old episodes like look better. Well, like they're funnier too, but like
yeah,
like nowadays, it just like looks different and it's like kind of like worse almost.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah,
All right, well, let us know down in the comments for those few of you who are watching,
yeah. At this point,
and yeah, let us know what your thoughts are, what your thoughts on our thoughts are,
thoughts on thoughts on thoughts.
and thoughts.